Ready? Okay, everyone please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for members of law enforcement and armed services who were killed in line of duty, and most recently, Rochester Police Officer Anthony Mazurkowicz, who was killed in the line of duty on July 21st. Thank you. Take a seat. So I'm calling to order the 132nd meeting of the Law Enforcement Accreditation Council. We'll give you call the roll, please.
Yes. Chairman Austin.
Here.
Sheriff Mashel.
Here. Here.
Dr. Floss. Thank you. Mr. Wells.
Here.
Chief Deputy Filiatral. Chief Deputy, can you hear me? We'll come right back to you, okay? Mayor Palmieri? Yeah, are you on? Can you double check if you're on mute or not?
Chief Deputy Filiatro, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Mayor Palmieri, are you on? All right, we'll come back. Chief Flatley?
Here.
Detective retired Michelle Randall Williams?
Here. Good morning.
Good morning. Sheriff Baxter?
Here.
Sheriff Filicetti?
Here.
First Deputy Superintendent Stephen Negrelli? And First Deputy Superintendent is attending on behalf of Superintendent Bruin, and he will be voting on his behalf as well. Also from the State Police, Lieutenant Andre Terry.
Here.
We have a quorum, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's customary to go around the room for introductions, so I'll let everyone else start here.
Jackie Salvatore, under Sheriff, Columbia County.
John, Sheriff, Columbia County.
Kevin Skype, Captain, Columbia County.
Mike Stelling, Deputy, Columbia County.
Ian Bone, First Sergeant, Columbia County.
Tim Hutchings, Master Sergeant, retired, Columbia County.
Chief John Costanzo, Village of Tuckahoe Police Department.
Lieutenant Andrew Rowland, Village of Tuckahoe Police Department.
Detective Emily Yankowski, Tuckahoe Police Department.
Lieutenant Larry Rowland, Tuckahoe Police Department.
Sarah Griffin, DCJS.
Jeff Smith, Captain, Lancaster Police.
Marco Lorenzo, Captain, Lancaster Police.
Okay. And I'll start here for the table.
Zilka Saunders, OLS. Natasha Hardin, DCJS, OLS.
Lieutenant Andre Terry, New York State Police.
Richard Wells, President, Police Conference of New York.
Erin Biden, DCJS, Office of Public Safety.
Christina Zanella, DCGS, Office of Public Safety.
Todd Murray, Office of Public Safety.
Gabe Maruso, Office of Public Safety.
Alexa Kalis, Office of Public Safety.
Carly Brand, Office of Public Safety.
Todd Baxter, Monroe County Sheriff.
Marty Floss, Delbert College.
Anna Sullivan, Office of Public Safety.
Hosanna Rosado, DCJS.
Joe Pumpkin, DCJS.
And I'm Greg Austin from the Rye Rock Police Department. We also have 6 people online. Do you want to call each one, Gabe, since you have the list of who's there?
Absolutely. Detective Williams?
Or can you just read the names off, it'll be easier?
Yes.
Did you call the roll?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And we have with us on WebEx Detective Randall Williams, Chief Martin Flatley of South Hold Town Police Department. Actually, let me check back in. Mayor Palmieri, are you on?
He's trying to call in. Something's wrong. He's telling me that he can't get the call to work. So
Okay, we'll try to assist with that. Sheriff Robert Mashel.
yes, Rob
Oneida
Mashel,
County.
County Sheriff.
Thank you. We also have on the line Chief Deputy Leighton Filiatrout from St. Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. We have First Deputy Superintendent Stephen Negrelli from the New York State Police. And then we also have, thank you. And we also have two OPS staff members on the line, Ashley Honorato, Ashley Shiroka, I almost called her by her maiden name, apologies, Ashley, and Kia Cheaper. I believe I got everyone on the call.
Great. So we're always fortunate to have support of Commissioner Rosado, who's here with us today. Commissioner, going to say a few words?
Sure. Thank you. Believe it or not, this is my 4th council meeting, so I did the whole cycle, right? For a year. We'll do an anniversary the next time. As we enter the 4th quarter or the final quarter of this year, I just wanted to take a moment, first of all, to thank the council. We know that this is volunteer work, and we greatly appreciate it. And all of the members for your continued efforts to advance professional policing in the state of New York. This council is critical not only to increasing cooperation and coordination within the criminal justice system, but also to promoting public confidence with each police department. As you can see from the agenda today, the work of the council is only growing with the new certification process for police agencies. The council will certify that agencies comply with mandated hiring standards and reporting requirements, ensuring that New York employs the most qualified and ethical officers in the country. Thank you for your continued service to this agency and to our state. Since we met last June, the DCJS team has been hard at work. Hopefully you've seen us in the news, in the good news, mostly. In June, we traveled the state and visited Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, Newburgh, Mount Vernon, and Yonkers to hear from and invest in our gun violence prevention programs, such as SNUG, GIVE, and the crime analysis centers, which were very super cool to visit and to see actually, right, the dollars at work. In July, following the extraordinary legislative session, we started meeting with the governor and senior staff every week to implement the new concealed carry restrictions and other revised gun laws. Throughout the summer, while other people have vacations, we have partnered with the state police to support the governor's interstate task force on illegal guns, which has helped yield a dramatic increase in illegal gun seizures. And we have also convened, I guess, 3 times in the last 6 months, the Domestic Terrorism Task Force several times to inform recommendations to reduce extremism and address that intersection of hate crimes and gun violence. And we have a deadline this month. I think we'll hit it close to the end of the month to give the governor our recommendations, and that has been a very active task force. We will continue to share updates with you about the agency and the administration's public safety work, especially as we look toward next year's State of the State and budget, where we get to dream big and get the dollars to support those dreams. So thank you, as always, for your time. And with that, I'll turn it over to the chairman. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Commissioner. So before we move on to the action items, I just want to notify the council that a roll call vote is no longer required. So we'll just be asking for a motion, a second, all in favor, any opposed, instead of running through the roll call of the whole council. So that should make things run more smoothly. So approval of the June 2022 minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the June 2022 council meeting. Thank you, Sheriff. Sheriff Baxter, second. Thank you, Mr. Wells. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So, motion passed. Approval for applications for reaccreditation. So Chautauqua is not here.
Chautauqua is not. Correct.
So may I have a motion to accept the initial accreditation of Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office? Mr. Wells, thank you. Dr. Claus, second. Mr. Wells, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Excuse me, sir. If those on WebEx don't mind just indicating your vote, please, just unmute yourselves, and that way we can record it.
Rob Mason, yes.
But you don't have to individually, you don't have to say, your name, just aye or nay, that's all.
Okay. Aye.
All right, thank you.
Aye.
Aye.
Columbia County Sheriff's Office. May I have a motion to accept the reaccreditation of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office? Mr. Wells, a second. Sheriff Baxter. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Motion carried. Congratulations, Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Lancaster Town Police Department. May I have a motion to accept the reaccreditation of the Lancaster Town Police Department? Dr. Floss, thank you. A second. Mr. Wells, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I think we're good with that. Motion carried. Congratulations, Lancaster Town. Suffolk County is not here. May I have a motion to accept the reaccreditation of the Suffolk County Sheriff's Office? Mr. Wells, thank you. Thank you, Sheriff. Sheriff Baxter. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Congratulations, Suffolk County Sheriff's Office. And I'll move on. Tuckahoe Village Police Department. We have a second. Thank you, Sheriff. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any
Mayor
opposed?
Palmieri's here.
All right. All right. Let's start from the beginning
Praise
again.
the Lord.
Any opposed? Nope. Congratulations, Tuckahoe. My friend Tuckahoe. So we will present the certificates at this point. So Commissioner, join up there.
Obviously assisted him on the phone, right?
We're not here. Okay, so we're those ones. Okay. Columbia County.
The best uniform award.
Yeah. Columbia County Sheriff's Office, originally accredited in 2007, demonstrates a high level of excellence, professionalism in the field of law enforcement by continuing to meet the standards established by the New York State Law Enforcement Accreditation Council. The council is proud to once again award accreditation to the agency for the period of September 8th, 2022 through September 7th, 2027. Congratulations.
I have the John Kimball O'Neill Certificate of Achievement awarded to Captain Kevin Skype, Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Thank you. Come close. Congratulations.
Sheriff, like to say a few words?
Look,
Got all of that for you.
Got it.
I was hoping this would happen so I could read the speech.
Good.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by thanking the Division of Criminal Justice Services Law Enforcement Accreditation Council for voting to award the Columbia County Sheriff's Office with the New York State accreditation. It is truly an honor to accept this accreditation award on behalf of the dedicated men and women of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. I am truly humbled as a new elected sheriff to have achieved accreditation status during my first 6 months in office. Under Sheriff Jacqueline Salvatore and I would like to thank all the members of the Sheriff's Office for their hard work in preparing this accreditation process. Those who spent countless hours ensuring that this agency was prepared for the accreditation process were Captain Kevin Skype, Administrative Sergeant, First Sergeant Ian Bohm, Deputy Michael Stelling, and Communication Master Sergeant retired Timothy Hutchins. I would also like to thank the assessment team, Lieutenant Peggy Bellis, Assistant Chief retired Louis Parody, and Detective Mark Swami for their thoroughness in this assessment process of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. I am extremely proud to be able to share this award with the members of the Sheriff's Office and will ensure that the Columbia County Sheriff's Office continues to meet the best practice standards set forth by the New York State and law enforcement profession. I thank you very much for your time today and for this honor. Thank you.
Great. Congratulations. Very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Tuckahoe.
Our neighbors.
Yes. Tuckahoe Village Police Department, originally accredited in 2002, demonstrates a high level of excellence and professionalism in the field of law enforcement by continuing to meet the standards established by the New York State Law Enforcement Accreditation Council. The council is proud to once again award accreditation to the agencies for the period of September 8, 2022 to September 7, 2027. Congratulations.
And the John Kimball Award Certificate of Achievement is awarded to Detective Amelia Yankowski, Tuckahoe Village Police Department. Has to be you.
So on behalf of everyone at the Village of Tuckahoe Police Department, certainly want to thank the council and the commissioner and all of the staff at DCJS, particularly the accreditation crew, for all their help through this process. This is my 4th time here as chief, so this is not my first rodeo, but it never gets old for me. The importance of the accreditation process for us to maintain our professionalism, to keep us sharp, and most importantly, to deliver the best police services to our constituents. This process makes us a better police department. We never lose sight of that, and there's 100% buy-in, not just from the command staff here and our excellent job that our program manager does, but for every member of our police department. They're sold on the importance of the accreditation, and I think a good example of that is when we went through the reform process and following the executive order, meeting with our community, being part of the process and being an accredited agency helped us immensely in that process. So I want to thank everyone at DCGS and the council for this tremendous honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lancaster Town Police Department. Lancaster Town Police Department, originally accredited in 2017, demonstrates a high level of excellence and professionalism in the field of law enforcement by continuing to meet the standards established by the New York State Law Enforcement Agency Accreditation Council. The council is proud to once again award accreditation to the agency for the period of September 8th, 2022 through September 7th, 2027. Congratulations. Thank you.
And Jeffrey Smith. Congratulations. We'll give the other guy that one. Thank you.
Who would like to be?
On behalf of Lancaster Police Department, I'd like to thank the council for awarding us this accreditation. People are talking about the process. Buffalo Bill fans here. All right, Coach McDermott talked about the process. All right, we started the process 7 years ago to get accreditation going. It was difficult to begin with, but now we're reaping the rewards of it. So it's very useful and beneficial for our department, and we're glad we have it, and we're looking forward to being back here in 5 years for reaccreditation. So thank you. Thank you.
Go Bills.
Home team in New York State.
Yeah, exactly. That's correct. New York State.
A question or a point of order? John, I'd like to say a few words.
Yes, I just would like to say, congratulations to all of the agencies that are accredited. This is the sort of the top of the mountain. We know you all climbed to get here, and many of you spoke about the professionalism that you brought to it. And so your commitment to your community and to your department just doesn't go unnoticed. Today's just the end of the road, but we know you did a lot of work to get here, and we thank you for that commitment. And I thank the staff and the council for all the work to help support you getting there. So thank you very much for doing that. It doesn't always, when you come to this meeting, you stand up, you can see, but you don't get to see all the work. But we know a lot of work went behind this. So thank you very much.
And I just want to say congratulations. I know that when our agency became accredited, it made my job a lot easier, and I'm just very happy that the program is continuing and is growing. So at this point, we're going to take a break. Your chance to get out, and then we'll reconvene in a few minutes to go through the business section of our meeting. Okay.
You're more than welcome to stay. If you want. You don't have to.
I'm good.
Formerly when I walked in, I was walking like this.
Doing a little better right?
Yeah, we had
Really?
Chief Flatley?
You can see the polygon.
Chief Flatley, are you back? I think I can see you.
We unmuted?
I think, I'm pretty sure the polygon's not there.
Yeah, I
think you're on mute. That's a good question.
It's not. Can you hear us on WebEx?
They're showing muted at the bottom there.
Yeah, that's a
That's
separate.
his
Sorry.
screen.
I can hear you.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, great.
Paul Mary can hear you.
Great, thank you. If you don't mind, can all the council members on WebEx just acknowledge that they're back on?
Rob Mayshall back on.
Phil said,
Rob Paul Mary's here.
I see
Yep.
Bentley and Village Board.
Yeah.
See them. Don't see.
They're all on.
Yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure they're all on, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so no questions before we begin? All right, so again, the third quarter annual compliance surveys for the following agencies are being presented for approval. Beacon City Police Department, Bedford Town Police Department, Bethlehem Town Police Department, Blooming Grove Town Police Department, Brighton Town Police Department, Broome County Sheriff's Office, Center Island Village Police Department, Cornwall Town Police Department, Guilderland Town Police Department, Johnson City Village Police Department, Madison County Sheriff's Office, Manlius Town Police Department, Mount Pleasant Town Police Department, Niagara Falls City Police Department, Ogden Town Police Department, Onondaga County Sheriff's Office, Ossining Village Police Department, Oswego City Police Department, Oswego County Sheriff's Office, Peekskill City Police Department, Rye City Police Department, Scarsdale Village Police Department, Schenectady City Police Department, Seneca Falls Town Police Department, Southampton Town Police Department, Southampton Village Police Department, St. Lawrence County Sheriff's Office, Tonawanda Town Police Department, Utica Police Department, Warren County Sheriff's Office, Waterford Town and Village Police Department, West Seneca Town Police Department, Yonkers City Police Department, and Yorktown Town Police Department.
Thank you, Gabe. May I have a motion to accept the annual compliance surveys?
Mayor Paul Mary will make the motion.
All right. Put you down as a second, Mayor Palmieri. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any,
aye.
any opposed?
Chief Deputy Filiatro, I'll have to abstain.
Any opposed?
Chief Deputy Filiatro, I'll have to abstain from this vote.
Thank you, Chief Deputy. We received that. All right, motion passed.
Motion still passed, yeah, and we still have a quorum, so we're okay.
Our next item is approval of updates to council bylaws.
Yes.
So I'll read the motion.
I would just like to give a little bit of background, and thank you, Chairman. So revisions for the council bylaws were presented at the June meeting. They were essentially, they weren't approved for, today, but they were, everyone was in favor of moving forward for a formal vote. Those revisions include proposal to change the quorum requirements. They include a change in the council makeup to conform with the new 19 total members that are outlined in Executive Law 846H, which was a result of Professional Policing Act of 2021. And then the other more substantive item was that the council can take action on a resolution to the bylaws at the same meeting that is proposed rather than having to wait, which is actually what we're doing here today. These items were presented to the council in June, but because of the way the bylaws were structured, we had to wait until today to actually vote on them. Again, just want to give you a quick highlight. The bylaws that are in your packets are identical. They mirror those that were presented in June, so there's no changes. Any questions or concerns before we put it up for a vote? I'll turn it back to you for a motion then, sir.
So at this time, I'll request a motion to approve the revisions amending the makeup of the council, the quorum rules, and the manners or appeal of resolutions to the council bylaws as outlined and presented in your council packets. Have a motion? Mr. Lowe, second? Sheriff Baxter? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Our next item is approval of standard 12.1 revision.
Thank you, Chairman. Standard 12.1, as you know, is the hiring standard, and it has been deemed a critical standard by the council. In December of 2021, we had revised that standard in order to cover aspects of the mandatory certification process. And the standard is at the end of your packets, if you'd like to reference that. We have made a few minor changes to standard 12.1, and that is in response to the emergency regulations for Part 6000, which were promulgated by the Municipal Police Training Council. There's new exemptions in those emergency regulations where an officer with a valid basic course for police officer certificate pursuant to General Municipal Law 209Q is actually eligible for waivers. And for the PT component specifically, employers shall waive the PT exam. So let's say you're a lateral coming over, you have a valid BPO, that officer is not required to take the PT exam. Now, there's also an exemption to the medical component, and that is a may. So the agency may waive that section. And as previously indicated in the standard, we had an exemption to 6000.11, which was the psychological testing. So really, we just wanted to be consistent with the emergency regs. We removed the language speaking specifically to the psychological exemption, and we just added a line at the end of the standard that basically says, and I'll read it for you. The hiring process that meets the following requirements outlined in Part 6000 and other applicable laws unless specifically exempted therein. And that's the change, right? So unless there's an exemption built into those particular sections, the officers are required to meet that, that portion of the hiring standard. Again, this is more of a housekeeping item. We just wanted to make sure the standard was accurate and conformed with the new, the emergency regulations.
Keith, if I could just, the emergency regulations are going to be finalized within the next few weeks and be posted on our website. We'll be making sure that we send them out to all law enforcement so they can see. We've got a lot of good feedback that helped us in the areas that maybe that needed clarification, that we clarified in the certain areas. And so we'll be posting those, and we'll be sending out a letter to all the departments, making sure that they're aware of the changes that were taking place. Nothing really substantive, more clarifying types of information based upon the feedback we got when they were posted. So, just sort of that. And again, it's contingent upon them having a valid BCPO, just so we're.
Right. Any questions on that or comments?
May I have a motion to approve the revisions to standard 12.1 hiring standards or critical standards? You want to make a motion? Mr. Wells, thank you. Dr. Floss, second, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Program updates? Gabe?
Yes, sir. So I do have some informational items I'd like to present before the council. The biggest one, the low-hanging fruit, I guess, is the mandatory certification, and that process and how we're moving forward. So just to update the council, we have 10 pilot agencies that we've been working with. And, due to the unique functions, jurisdictions, sizes of these departments, we really try to, to select agencies to capture all of those different, jurisdictions, functions, et cetera. So we selected a sheriff's office, a state agency, a town, a village, a city police department. And again, we have 10 agencies that we've been working with. 6 of those have actually already concluded, and they'll be part of the initial round of certifications that are presented in December. And so far, feedback has been positive. We continue to solicit feedback with our agencies. We're trying to ensure that we're transparent in what we're looking for, and also taking that feedback into consideration. We don't want to burden these agencies. We want to work with them and ensure that they become certified, while certainly maintaining compliance. The tentative schedule is that OPS plans to present approximately 135 police departments over the next 4 council meetings. Effectively, that'll certify all 540 covered police departments. That'll also give us a little bit of a buffer, if you will, because our final meeting would be September 7th of 2023, and all agencies must be certified by October 16th of 2023. Therefore, in the event that a special meeting is required, we would have roughly a month to call something. That being said, the council is the only body that can certify, withhold, or revoke these certifications. So we are really hoping that these agencies comply with all the delineated timelines. And again, we'll certainly work with them the best that we can, but this is a large undertaking, and we have a schedule in place. Another area where we tried to relieve any undue burden was to mirror accreditation schedules. So if an agency is coming up for a site visit or an assessment, we would kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? We would handle the mandatory certification component and their accreditation site visit or assessment simultaneously. Now, that being said, there will be a designated OPS staff member assigned to each agency. We've set up a shared inbox that will be monitored by all staff, including myself. At this time, we're encouraging questions, inquiries, We'd rather get out in front of any potential issues. That way we can help these agencies become certified. And I know probably in the next few weeks, once these emergency regulations are finalized, there will be a memorandum going out statewide. We will be including a list of frequently asked questions, so hopefully that can provide some initial clarification. That shared inbox will be already up and running, so that will be provided as well. Essentially, in the next few weeks, we see this really taking off, and the pilot, again, has gone really well, but the real test is, when we start getting those 100+ agencies responding and working together for certification. So really, again, we're scheduling in an effort to really, relieve any undue burden and try to keep timelines that already exist and line them up with accreditation. So again, a very high level overview of what we're doing and how we envision this moving forward, with the understanding that this is brand new and it's a fluid process. But all proofs of compliance, those types of things have been flushed out, what we're looking for. And again, those will all be communicated to the departments. If there's any questions or comments, I'm happy to take them, happy to provide any additional information.
Just a thought or a comment. First of all, a lot of work, right? It's incredible. Would it be beneficial or even applicable that if we can get a list of agencies that might need some support in our area or are not moving towards the direction they need to move in, so we don't have this crunch at the end of next year, that we can touch base with them and offer assistance or encouragement or...
Absolutely. So what we've done initially is we've actually set a schedule already. It's already in place. Hasn't been released yet, but we have a schedule of all 540 agencies. And basically we broke them out by month. And we're saying we're going to reach out to every agency during this month. September, for example, there's a listing of, I believe it's 60 agencies, with the intent of getting all of those done, but the understanding that it probably won't happen. So again, we've built in this buffer with the understanding that agencies might be shifting. But I'll speak to this shortly. We have added 3 new staff members, and we have 1 more that we're hopefully going to be hiring soon. And every agency will have a designated staff member assigned, so they will be their point of contact, right? We'll help them get to the finish line. If there's agencies that would like to go first or that we think may need additional assistance, then we're happy to look into that and provide them any guidance that we can.
Even if I can, just first thank you very much, Sharon, for one, the acknowledgement. Staff has put a lot of thought into this and planning into it as to how we're going to roll it out. And thank you very much for the offer of assistance. Get there, we'll definitely be reaching out. One of the things in addition that's happened leading up to this is, myself, Mike Wood, a lot of other staff, we've gone out around the state talking about the Professional Policing Act and talking about the certification process. And one of the benefits of that is we've gotten a lot of questions that I think have aided and assisted in the conversation and planning for the certification. And already, I was at the chief's presentation earlier in the summer. A lot of people, came up and asked questions. We've connected them up with staff, and staff has already been providing them with some. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape, but I definitely appreciate the offer. And if we need to, we can
more
follow
of a
up.
mentor type thing, or if they have done this process, we can help.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I spoke to some young chiefs, brand new chiefs, and connected them up with staff right after that meeting. And so, yeah, and we'll be each, as Gabe indicated, fortunately with support of the agency execs, we've got a lot of staff coming on board and have been coming on board, which Gabe will talk about, that are intended just to do that, to help individual agencies.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Hi, since he was offering support, I'm going to offer his more. No. I have a big cohort, 20 to 30 graduate students every year. All of them are required to do an applied research project for their thesis. I would certainly offer up, I was thinking before I came here, generally to study some of the things that this council is trying to achieve. maybe surveys of people that have gone through agencies, whatever. But if there's something in the shorter term, like this pilot, then, maybe we could ask surveys of those. And then one of the things is we just act as an independent outside place, the academic that comes in and say, oh, okay, this is what we heard. Maybe people might be a little intimidated to talk to you folks, but
I hope not.
I
but
doubt it.
I understand.
So they're officers,
Yeah.
But I'm just offering that up if anybody comes up with an idea.
Well, while we might not be able to take, or we might be pretty set for this, I may be calling you for a lot of other issues.
Yeah.
I mean, we do work, our research office is great here. And there's a lot of work that obviously, this council does, and MPTC does, that we're very committed to evidence-based and research work, so, yeah. Exactly.
And also, I think, once we get through this kind of huge mountain of compliance, there's going to be a lot of agencies that are interested in full accreditation. What's that path look like, whether it's mentorship or technical assistance from students? So I think, sitting here next year, we're going to be in a better place to want to bring a lot of agencies into full accreditation.
And if I may just expand on what Johanna mentioned about being out in the field and presenting to the chiefs and different organizations. A lot of this, aside from the emergency regulation portion and those minor changes, went into effect last year. They went into effect October 16th of 2021. So this isn't anything being sprung on agencies. They should already be doing this. Our compliance unit and registry unit has been fantastic. They've been handling all inquiries up until this point, working closely with agencies. So just a little bit of more information for you. This isn't, we're not going to say, hey, out of the blue, you got to, get certified in the next couple of months. We're really just looking to verify that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And when we post the emergency regs, they also are coming with FAQs based upon all those inquiries we've gotten over the last year or so of doing these presentations, and based upon some of the modifications we've made to the emergency reg based upon those inquiries. So the FAQ in conjunction with the emergency reg and staff, and I think I was chatting with the Columbia County Sheriff's, and it's really supportive. And that's our goal, is to just get everybody there and help them get to the point where they can work with us and help them, connect them up with people who need to, if they need assistance.
Any other questions or comments? Anyone on WebEx? Okay. And obviously, this goes without saying, but if there's any questions, commentary, anything can be directed to my attention. I'm more than happy to speak with council members or, any members of law enforcement that are looking for clarification. And thank you. I do have a few additional informational items. I will try to be brief. The second informational item is on program manager and assessor training. We did hold a program manager training session at the Ithaca College in conjunction with Ithaca PD, and that was on August 2nd. That was a smaller class by design, actually. Ithaca had reached out and shown a great interest in becoming accredited. So in the past few months, they've actually applied. They sent their chief, assistant chiefs, command staff, program manager to that training, and really are pushing towards becoming accredited, which is a great step for them. We also had 30 individuals attend from outside agencies. So to Commissioner Popkins' point, we do see accreditation continuing to grow. Last meeting, I spoke about an increase of 150% in applications over the previous 2-year period. So I do anticipate, the program continuing to grow. And one of the selling points is, I always say, hey, if you're accredited, you're already meeting mandatory certification. They go hand in hand. So I do think we're going to be busier and busier, but it's not a bad thing, and I welcome that. So that being said, we have another program manager and assessor training scheduled for November 2nd and 3rd at the Niagara County Law Enforcement Academy. Those are filling up quickly, but we are monitoring registrations to see if we need another session or two. We typically try to do 2 to 3 per year, but obviously if the need is there, we're more than willing to accommodate that. And just to acknowledge our instructor, Sal Simonetti, he's been doing it for a number of years and he is top notch. So thank you to Sal. And again, if any questions or comments, I'm certainly happy to answer those. All right. Council member appointments. I know we did get a nomination, a joint nomination from PCNY and the Association of Chiefs of Police, so thank you for that. We are down to 12 members with Sergeant Deeney's retirement. However, with today's amendments to the bylaws, we should still be in pretty good shape moving forward. But that doesn't mean we're not going to strive to get a full council. So we're still working with the governor's appointments office, and we'll still be seeking nominations.
Things have been sent to the governor's office, so we're just waiting on her approval, and then he's.
Yep. I saw, actually, Commissioner sent over the recommendation, so thank you, Commissioner. Any questions on that? All right, this is going to be very easy. Council dates for next year. The joke was we don't have to present them and vote next meeting, but I still thought it might be good just to allow everyone to make sure they don't have a conflict for their schedule. So we will vote in December, but right now the proposed meeting dates for 2023 are March 2nd, June 8th, September 7th, and December 7th. And those are right on the agenda for you. If there's any conflicts, feel free to reach out and we can amend it before we vote in December. And that concludes the informational items on the agenda, but I do want to quickly note the work of staff. Each and every day they work closely with chief law enforcement officers, program managers, law enforcement professionals across the state. They work extremely hard. They provide technical assistance. They provide guidance. They're fantastic staff. I'm very lucky to have my entire staff working and working so hard. They've been instrumental in the development of the mandatory certification program. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge them. Thank you all, really. I truly appreciate all the hard work. And that brings me to my last point. My last point is I just wanted to formally introduce 3 of our newest staff members. To my right, I have Carly Brand, who came from OPS and is still in OPS. She was recently promoted to the unit, and we're super happy to have her. You want to welcome yourself, or?
Hi. No, I'm just really glad to be here. I started off in the security guard program, and then I migrated to financial stuff for the office, and now I am working with Gabe in accreditation. So I am really looking forward to it. I'm learning a lot, and it's a great opportunity. It's great to meet you all.
Thank you. Also to my right, I have Alexa Callis. Am I saying it right?
Kalis.
Kalis.
Doesn't matter.
Alexa came to us from the Missing Persons Clearinghouse, also part of OPS, and she has a wealth of experience and knowledge. So we're again thrilled to have her on board. So welcome.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet all of you. Looking forward to working with everyone. Just learning a lot and just excited to, kind of jump in, and mandatory cert's going to be a big undertaking, but I'm looking forward to it. I love being busy. So I came from Missing Persons where it's nonstop busyness. So I'm just used to it. So nice to meet everyone.
And we also have Erin Fiden to my left. She's new to us from the Department of Health. and she brings a very unique skill set. She had opportunity to work on a lot of COVID-related items, and again, has a wealth of experience in state service, so we're happy to have her on board as well.
Hi, everybody. I'm very glad to meet all of you guys, and I'm very glad to be here. I'm looking forward to being a part of the new mandatory start program. I'm looking forward to getting out on the road and meeting everybody on the road and learning a lot. So thank you very much for today and having me here also with all of you guys.
Thank you. And I don't want to leave out Christina, obviously, to my left, Ashley and Kia that are on WebEx. They've been with us, so I don't think I need to get into the whole, introduce yourself, but they've been, again, incredibly helpful and working extremely hard, so thank you all. And thank you to this council and executive staff. The work that we do is obviously very important, but it's also at the forefront right now to ensure that police departments are meeting all of these new requirements and that they achieve this certification to demonstrate their professionalism. So, thank you all, and I will turn it back to the chairman.
Thank you, Gabe. And I just want to say, welcome to all of you. And I also want to acknowledge Gabe, because just with accreditation interest, the increased interest in agencies accreditation in and of itself is a lot of work, but with the certification on top of that, and it's your leadership and your professionalism and your steady hand that's moving this forward and has it well under control. And we're very lucky to have you as the program manager, and we do know all the work you do, and you are appreciated for your work along with everyone else just to keep this going. So thank you, Gabe.
Thank you very much, Chief, for acknowledging. Thank you very much for acknowledging. I just want to say that we've got a good combination now. Obviously, Gabe's leadership and Ashley and Kia, who have been here for a while, and then our new members. So I think we're really in great shape to get going. And so thank you very much.
Great. So at this point, is there any new business to put before the council? No? So our next meeting will be on December 8th, 2022 at 10 a.m. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Mr. Wells, thank you. A second? Sheriff Baxter? All in favor? Any opposed? So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the autumn, and we'll see you in December.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
December 8th, my birthday.
Oh,
so.
congratulations. All right, I'll see you.
We'll get cake.
Okay.
Good to see you.
You too, Commissioner.